Whether coming or going, Moto Nation, USA, always on the road.
Hey everybody, it's Jimmy the Bearded Biker, and today we're going to be looking at the Indian 2021 Roadmaster. This is the direct comparison to the Harley-Davidson Street Glide Special. This one. Do a little walk around on it. It comes in the Harley Vivid Black there. I do like this kind of wraparound fender with this little emblem on it. That's kind of nifty looking. You'll see that it's got the chrome lowers, forks on it already. It's got the lowers on it. Roadmaster. You can see the established in 1901. The saddlebags. Press this down, open them up. Lock them in place. It's got the tour pack in the back. Locked at the current moment. Got some armrests in the back. This would be like a limited, I guess. Ultra limited. And that's it. Let's take a look at the front. Some of the things that I don't really like about the bike, the controls seem cheap, flimsy. I don't know if that makes any sense. I guess you have to push this out of the way to get to the gas tank. So you got your speedometer over here, digital gauge, your RPMs over here, and then of course the heads-up display, or your screen is right here. Little charging 12. No, it's not a 12, but it's a charging port right there. A couple of switches down here, lock and unlock for your saddlebags and so forth. Light mode. We're going to be taking it for a test ride here in a moment. Oh, the screens goes up and down. I forgot about that. So we'll be taking it for a test ride and we'll be looking at all the little features. But that is it. 2021 Roadmaster. We're going to be taking it for a ride. Turn the power on. We'll add the device here real quick. See how easy it is to So it looks like all my phone came up and now my messages are coming through. So for now, we will close that out. We already put in a little route for us to go over to. Oh, let's see. I managed to hook my phone to it. I wanted to play some of my music. One of the reasons I hooked it together. So we're taking off. I don't know really where to turn the volume up. So as we're riding along, while it has a soft suspension, the front end shakes around a little bit and we haven't even really got started moving. commands take quite a while to like catch up or reflect. So I'm turning the volume down, and it takes a moment for it to register. Or I'm turning the volume up, and it takes a moment for it to register. Well, you can see that the map is there. Let's look at something different. So it looks like that my phone is connected, the outside temperature, the time, front and rear tire pressure, how many volts, how much range is left, mile to my service, and the map. Let's go to screen 2. Ride time, volts, miles in the range. Oh, nice little compass. I do like that. See what else we've got. Wait, mess with the controls. Going back to the phone. Or there's their music. What was playing a moment ago. Seems to be a little bit of rattling in the front end. I mentioned that a moment ago. The bike has a decent amount of power. I wouldn't say it's as sporty as my 114 Stage 2 on my Road Glide, but it has a decent amount of power for a big bagger. Basic sound system didn't sound great. But that's pretty much with all the big baggers. You have to put in your own sound system for them to sound awesome. This one just sounded, you could hear it. Oh, that's controlling my heated grips. Why they would put that there? That's a little strange. Not sure how handlebars would be raised. I guess they would come out and kind of come up if you wanted to ever raise your handlebars. The handlebar position on this one is a little too low for my comfort. Backrest is nice. As I'm riding along though, there's a lot of like vibration with the bike. Wish I knew how to raise or lower the windshield. I don't see the controls for that. Because right now this cuts right into my line of sight. So I would need to adjust that somehow. And I just don't know how to on this bike. I know that it is adjustable. While the suspension is softer than the Harley suspension, the bike rattles. But the suspension is softer. It's a smoother ride when you go over potholes than the Harley standard suspension. Well, I'm not drag racing another bike. In my estimation, the 114 has more torque, so when you hammer it, you give it some gas, it takes off better than this bike. Take a look at the screen there, so you can see your turn-by-turn navigation down there. USB charging up there. Guess that's where you can plug your phone in at, to a USB charger. You can plug something in right here too. Looks like maybe a heated gear plug. Go back to the map. The whole screen updating stuff is pretty slow. Computer software in there, and especially so this is supposed to be a 21. It's very slow. Another one that what are those? No trigger buttons in the back. I'll have to experiment with that in a minute. Oh, that might be the windshield. Again, on this one, the hazard and the turn signals are all one button here, I see. So to turn the hazards on, you press the button in down here, and the turn signals left and right. And this one controlling the screen here. Turn signal, push it in, cancel, and then there we go for the that's all the way up. And all the way down. Doesn't quite go down far enough for me, but we'll have it in the up for now. The wind messes with this bike pretty good. Almost feels like it's not aerodynamic. Oh, that reminded me. So there's some buttons back here behind that you can use to control these like the toggle switches that Harley has for your thumb. These you use your forefinger rather than your thumb. You can, they're back there. Over here was the button to control the windshield. Being controllable is a nice feature, but there's no spots where I want this particular windshield. It comes back to me to a little bit at too steep an angle. When I've got it in the low setting, it doesn't quite go down low enough for me. And then I'm just not a fan of when it's fully up like a square shield against me. While the bike may have more horsepower than the equivalent Harley, it doesn't have the torque. It doesn't take off the line nearly as good. It doesn't accelerate. You've really got to give it some gas to get it to accelerate. And it just doesn't put you back in your seat type acceleration. The powertrain is fairly smooth. Has a chug 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 noise to it. Not a bad sound. And I'm sure that you would have to get the some type of exhaust to make it have the loud noise. It's almost got the Jetsons noise type thing going on there. The suspension is fairly nice. It's smooth. I would rate it above the Harley one, but the bike has a vibration in it unrelated to, I guess, due to the engine or the tires. It doesn't wobble, but it has a vibration that that I don't experience on my Harley or Harleys. That, at least now, while I'm not used to it, is it very annoying. I don't like that vibration. The computer is touch sensitive, which is nice, but the software that runs it is really slow. Comparable to the old Harley nav systems and the old Harley systems. Those had a great lag time. The new Boombox GTS is much faster, and the same, you'll experience the same with this. It's kind of slow.